Hi everyone, I wanted to do a wee video about just the whole pregnancy in a pandemic thing. Um, my goodness, every day there just seems to be something new, a rumour, a news report, something about changes to maternity services and what women may or not be able to access. I can't imagine what it's like to be pregnant at the minute, especially heavily pregnant and knowing that you're going to have to deliver during this time. Now, thankfully, I did see something posted today where in Northern Ireland it has been put into place that women will have a birth partner with them. So that's something. Um, but I wanted to talk a wee bit about just ways that women might be able to manage any anxiety or worries that they have about their birth. There are women out there for whom ignorance is bliss, and they just, I'll go and I'll do what I'm told and that'll be fine. There are other women who need all the information and want to have a plan and want to know. Like for me, I needed to do a dry run down to the hospital so that I knew where we were going and how we would get there and all the rest of it. And for me, knowledge is comfort. And at the minute, I can see how that's maybe quite hard to come by. However, I think there are ways that women can still try and feel positive if they are that way inclined about needing information and needing a plan. And again, as doulas, we're not supposed to talk about what we did, but screw it. Because when I was expecting Nina, she was due a week before Christmas, and I was up to Hido because both my boys came late. It's an estimated due date, it's not set in stone. But I knew if she went over that we were coming up to Christmas. So what I had to do, and I actually found it really, really useful, and it's what I've been telling mummies in contact with me at the minute to do, is to actually sit down and get everything that's in your head that's worrying you, potential things that you might come up against, get them down on paper, get them out of your head and onto paper, because that should automatically help a wee bit. And then look at them and see, right, well, if that happens, what could I do or what could be done to make that more acceptable to me? So say, for example, you really want to give birth in the MLU and the MLUs are closed. So you're going to have your baby in the labour ward. What could be done there to make you feel more comfortable? It does no harm, even not in a pandemic, to have like an ABC, so that if things don't go to plan, and with birth, it rarely does go exactly to plan, that you still have your preferences in that there. So even say that you need to have a cesarean section, things that could happen that wouldn't just make it more comfortable for you, where you still feel like you have an element of say in what's happening. So the other thing then is to get your support network in place. Have women around you now when you're pregnant that you can talk to, who understand what you're going through. I think a lot of times family can, they mean well, but if you say, oh my God, I'm so worried about this, I'm like, you'd be grand, you'd be fine. But sometimes you just need to let it out, and you need somebody to go, I can understand that you must be feeling like that right now. So that's where having other women, that's why I was trying to get the wee coffee mornings going. Hopefully now Nina's over a temperature, we'll get them going again next week. And even for after the birth, to make sure you have support in place. And at the minute, that's maybe not going to be as straightforward as normal if we're still in lockdown. Because if you think about if you need the support, or you really are looking forward to your mum and dad meeting the newborn, and you're going to want their help. You maybe have older children that you're going to need a bit of help with, or this is your first baby, their first grandchild, and it's all very exciting. Say to them, I'm going to need you pair to stay in the house. I'm going to need you to make sure you don't get infected. I want to know, that you, because I want you to be there. I want you to have this experience, and I'm going to need your help. And I think a lot of the times we don't like asking for help, but at the minute, it's a weird situation that we're in, and it might be something to think about. There are loads of other support organisations out there. There's Birthwise, there are doulas like myself. There's so many people that can help you. So find them, make contact with them now while you're pregnant, and have that support network in place. So it might seem quite scary and overwhelming and out of your control, but if you just take a breath, break it all down, there are still wee ways that you can try and regain a wee bit of that control that you need. So, as ever, If I can be of help or you want to talk anything through, just fire me a wee DM and I'll get back to you.